This very special free presentation has been brought to you by Don't Lose Your Pants, cryptocurrency investment done right. Find out how to keep your pants at PaulJamesLee.com. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks for coming along. What I have for you this evening is a very special presentation on privacy, and which is backed by blockchain technology, and so we're looking at a payment system that is superior in terms of privacy than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a public ledger, and that means that any transactions that you make in Bitcoin can be queried by anybody to look at the transactions in and out of a wallet. Now, while your wallet isn't, there's no name attached to your wallet, but it can be inferred through the transactions of a wallet. Once one wallet is known and attached to a name, then any connections to that wallet, whether you send transactions to a wallet or receive transactions, it can be kind of triangulated back to you, that you're connected to that wallet. So Monero is a way of circumventing the lack of anonymity that you have with Bitcoin. And so I'm going to share my screen, and we'll take a look at just some very simple aspects of finding out about Monero and using Monero. This is a link, getmonero.org, and it just gives you a rundown of what ways you would interact with Monero. The simplest way is to create a paper wallet. I'm going to talk about three different basic ways to interact with Monero, but paper wallet is a very interesting technology. It's better if I show it to you. If I link in here. Okay, so if I go to moneroaddress.org, all right, now I will send I'll link to all the links that I'm putting up on the screen in a document towards the end, but what I want to do is use this page here to just kind of explain some of the ins and outs of well, wallets in general, but obviously this is specific to Monero. When you generate a wallet, you are creating a public and private key, and a public key is what you can share with anyone, and it's your Bitcoin wallet address or your Monero wallet address, and you can share that with anyone. And your private key then is like your password, which you don't share with anyone, and you treat it like money, like effectively your private key is your money. And if you share it, you're effectively giving your money to whoever you're sharing with. So when we take a look here, now obviously I'm not going to use this wallet here because you have all the you have the seed here and everything, but you can fire up wallets just at will. Okay, let me see. Oh, So you can fire up wallets at will. If I just go show QR code, so there's my public address there. It's also shown in this string here as well, which you can copy and paste and send on. You can email as well. So your seed phrase is that's kind of the verbal code that equates to your private key. Effectively, that's a way of writing down your private key, so you can carry that anywhere, and you will always have access to your wallet once you have your mnemonic seed. You have your private keys here: spend key, view key, and Monero is interesting in that you don't query the transactions the same way that you do with Bitcoin. You have to create a special kind of wallet to see the transactions coming into your wallet. Now, I'm not really familiar with the ins and outs of that. I am a little bit fresh when it comes to Monero. My pedigree is more Bitcoin and Ethereum. With Monero, like the handiest app that I've used for Monero is edge.app. So you can download edge.app, and so it works on Android and bigger. But so this is my Edge app. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like on the icon you can see there on the far right. Okay, so just tap my Edge there, and what I have there is my list of cryptos. And so the way that you access Monero is you actually have to purchase another cryptocurrency. So you're going to purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum or, for example, Dash. And then you're going to swap that for Monero. So let's say if I take my, I've got just a small Ethereum balance there, and so I'm going to tap into my Monero wallet here, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to go exchange, and so I specify the wallet I'm going to send from, and then I state that I'm putting it into my Monero wallet, and so if I just go next there, we'll see. I'm not sure if exchange error. No, I mightn't have enough funds for it to go through, but basically that's the mechanism of it. So you're purchasing either Ethereum or Bitcoin or something like Dash, and then you're swapping it for Monero. All right. So inside the app, let me see if I go wallets here. No. So inside the app, then with my Monero balance, no, it's called XMR. That's just the list kind of name for it is XMR. So if I want to send some Monero to someone, okay, sorry, I'm going to send. So I tap send, and so here then I have two options here, which are I can scan a QR code, or if, let's say, if somebody emailed me an address, I can copy that address, and then I can press this button here to pop in the address into this console here, and then hit submit. And generally you're talking about like 10, there's 10 confirmations. The network nodes have to agree that transaction is valid, and once that once it's been validated, then the transaction is taken as officially valid. And now that can take a little bit of time, so you have to just watch how the transaction is going through, but it's just something, it doesn't happen immediately, so it just takes a little bit of time for the transaction to go through. But you can yeah, you can see it on the app. I think we were doing it before. We were selling beers, buying beers in the guy, a couple of guys were selling beers, and we were buying them with Monero. We were using, I think we were all using using Edge app, and I think it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I was using Cake. I used the Cake.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Because Cake swaps, I can buy the Bitcoin in, like, with a card. You can actually purchase it in app.
Oh, can you?
Very quickly, and then
I
you
see.
can change them, and you can change the Bitcoin for Monero in the app.
Okay.
And then the same thing, if you want to send, you can either scan their QR code or just type in their address. Obviously, the QR code is a bit easier to send from one app to another.
Yeah. Okay.
It is good as well. I've used both.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, like Cake Wallet, if you can buy directly on Cake Wallet, that's a kind of an added plus, because with Edge you have to kind of go through another route to do that. Okay, so you have, like, there's a paper wallet. You have to be careful with paper wallets. There's a lot of detail there, just in relation to security, and there's things like you want to have an operating system that's freshly installed. Ideally, you want to be using Linux. You don't want to be using Windows. You just have to be really careful with what you're doing. The other is just keeping it on an exchange, like the ones we're talking about here. Oh yes, Claude is asking, is there a transaction fee for transfers? There is. It's quite low with Monero. I noticed that with the likes of Ethereum, it's been like 1.5% transaction fee. I think the transaction fees with Monero are kind of negligible. They're just like, they're
a
just
couple of cents.
They're just absolute pittance. So yeah, that's another advantage.
It's also one of the advantages of the transactions is the the transfer fee would be dependent on the speed of the transaction. So you can actually select the speed. So if you want a much faster transaction, so let's say within a couple of minutes, you could pay, let's say, €1 for that speed.
Yeah. It's the same with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, and okay, then the other option, and this is kind of something advisable in the long run for all of us, which is to use a hardware wallet. And so a hardware wallet is it's a little device that you plug in. It's a USB device. Generally, it's either a Trezor or a Ledger. There's one or two other types as well, but they're like they're both the size of a cigarette lighter. You plug it in to your computer, and effectively this separates you from the bad guys, and it takes your crypto completely offline. And so again, like it's you've got a seed phrase to access it, 12 or 24 word seed phrase, and you've also you've got a handier way of accessing. You've got a password as well, like it's a 9-digit password. Okay, so I see some other questions here. Nexo, I haven't used Nexo, Clodagh. I'm just not, unless anyone else has experience with Nexo, I don't. Okay, so Jagdeep is saying it sounds a little confusing. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. It's very easy to kind of get lost in the woods.
It's
really
easier than it sounds.
What?
Once you've got the app, it's a lot easier than it sounds. So if you've installed the app, and you've started doing the transactions, like 1 or 2 transactions, and it's actually easy. It's probably as easy as Apple Pay. Like you would assign your card to Apple Pay and then pay. This would actually be easier.
Yeah. So like if I let's say if I do this from kind of start, so Jagdeep, I'll just see if I can go through this, and you might find it easier if I go through this now. So what I'm going to do is, so I go to my phone, get my my icon showing up here, or where is it there? It's kind of funny colors actually. Oh yeah, okay, you can see the Edge app there on the far side there. That's my Edge app. So I just tap that button, and this is like the home screen, and you can see down at the bottom then okay, there's wallets, buy, sell, and exchange. You can see you can add wallets, so you can search for type of wallet, add token. I'm not sure what that means, add token. But anyway, so like I might have to look for a particular token that I want to use, but these are the ones I have listed. I've got Ethereum, BAT, FIO, XRP. So like, don't be confused by all these different coins. Like you're just concerned with whatever it is, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Monero. And if you don't see it here, you would go and add a wallet or add a token. So if I go add token, it gives me the option to search for a particular type of coin, and then I'll create a wallet. So when I find the coin that I want, so it's basically just a search, find the coin I want, and then just create wallet. If I go back here, so again, just going back to my list of coins, and so if I tap XMR there, I have my this is my Monero wallet, and these are the transactions that have gone through this wallet. I have balance at $3.20, and you can see all the dates of Monero going in and out of that wallet. As you can see down here again, like you've got buy and sell and exchange. So if I go buy, I get these options here to use a bank transfer, credit debit card, 2 different options. Now, when you go through this mechanism here, you will have to do what's called KYC, know your customer, and show some ID. I think it's easy enough nowadays. Like they just, you take a picture of the front and back of your driving license, for example, and upload that, and you need a clear photo of it, and just give all your name and detail and all your details, and it generally takes maybe half an hour. Excuse me. But once you're set up, then you can tap into, so I can tap onto my MoonPay is good because it gives you extra options. So then I'm just going, okay, buy crypto, tap, select currency. So select any of the currencies that I want to purchase. So I go, let me see. Well, I'll just go like Ethereum. So there's buy Ethereum, and then there's the amount in, I have it in euros, but I think there's a minimum of 30 euro. So let's say if I go 30 euro, minimum transaction amount 35. No, maybe it's 50. Let me see. Yeah, it looks for 50 euro. So just as a minimum amount. Okay. So anyway, that's like any other type of purchase. Just takes a little while to go through, and then you're you just go continue, and after that goes through, it ends up as an added balance, an updated balance in your in like my Ethereum wallet is listed there. So like, as I said, you're talking 5-10 minutes, generally speaking, before it gets updated. Sometimes it's pretty instant as well. But anyway, so that's how that works. Like PayPal. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used PayPal on like on mobile. I just do it on desktop. One thing that you'll find with PayPal is that if you purchase, like if you're talking about purchasing crypto on PayPal, you don't have custody of your crypto. Now, actually, strictly speaking, you don't have custody on any of these apps either, not full custody. Full custody would be where you've a hardware wallet, for example. But with PayPal, you can't even you can cash out on PayPal, but your crypto, you can't transfer the crypto. Like you can't transfer your Bitcoin from PayPal's wallet to your own. So you can't buy investment, crypto for investment through PayPal. That's just the way they have it set up. So if you want custody, if you want to purchase crypto for custody, you need to use Edge app or Cake Wallet. Or I'll show you another one as well there. Okay. If that answers that question. If we transfer euro to Ethereum, is it safe to leave it there as Ethereum or better to move to Monero? Okay, good. Really, it's not a big deal security-wise. Just having it on the exchange, whether it's Ethereum or Monero, it's kind of the same level of risk once it's on the exchange. Now, there isn't a big, like, exchanges don't go down with any kind of, you know, there isn't a big danger of exchanges going down or anything like that. Just in the long term, you want to have, like, I think we should all be aiming at having our crypto on hardware wallets. Just that's where you store your wealth, really, and mind it. But using exchanges is totally fine, especially like for day-to-day managing, you know, crypto transactions. Like exchanges are fine for that. It's just your savings you want to put into a hardware wallet, which I actually call it a bank. It's actually owning your own bank to have a hardware wallet. So it's not just having an account in a bank. It's owning your bank, and you know, like it's the kind of power that a state has. So like you're your own country. When you own your own bank, you're kind of your own country, which is cool. Okay. Oh yeah, thanks Wade, yeah, for the link. That's good. Where do you get a wallet? Okay, so let me see. Do you know what? I'll do a share screen there and pull that up. So if I go to desktop, share. Okay, so Trezor is this little gizmo here, and so when I plug in my Trezor, looking at this screen here, I go, I already own Trezor. But if you need to buy one, click the I want to buy one. You can see here actually, okay, it's the Model T. That's the kind of posher one, has a Monero wallet in it. I wonder, does have The Trezor 1, does Trezor 1 have Monero? It doesn't actually. You need the fancier one for Monero. Okay. I have the crappy one. Okay. Anyway, so that's like, they're typically about 75 euro, 80 euro, something like that, I think. So it's not like, it's not crazy money for something that's effectively a bank. But let me see if I go Trezor now. Trezor now. Oh yeah. Okay, so it is $215. Okay. For the fancier one, and then 118 for the starter pack. Trezor Model 1. I don't know what the backup pack is here. Oh yeah, and you can get these metal kind of paraphernalia that you can store your seed phrases in metal tubes and kind of metal wallets, which is good if you're excuse me, if you're in Ukraine or something. You probably want something like that. Okay, so there's different kind of things you can get. There's also, if I go to Ledger Wallet. Ledger.com. It's your money on it. Okay. No, S plus. Okay. I don't know what the prices are. I suspect they're, kind of in and around the same. Merchants that accept Monero. Just looking at the, I'm not familiar with these services here, but
so Bisq, just to jump in there if you don't mind, Paul.
Sure.
Yeah, so Bisq is a decentralized free and open source application. So what it essentially is, it would be software that, because I've actually got it installed.
Okay.
And then you assign your bank account within that application, so you can have like SEPA transfer. You can choose a series of payment methods, and it acts as a peer-to-peer escrow system. So you would post a sale, and then other people would look. So they would, if somebody else has Bisq, they would then go on and they would look for a purchase. So if I wanted to sell, let's say Monero, or if I wanted to purchase Monero, I would post that within Bisq, and then somebody else could buy or sell. So it essentially acts as an exchange, but in a decentralized fashion. Local Monero acts exactly the same, except that would then be online on a website. It's not open source. Local Monero and Bisq are the two that I would use. If not, physically contacting a friend saying, "Do you have any Monero? I need some. Can you do a better deal than the exchange?" As an example. But also Kraken, everybody knows Kraken, everybody knows Binance to purchase Monero. Bisq would be decentralized. You can install it on your own machine.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay, and yeah, there's like different centralized exchanges here. Okay. Kraken, Binance, DV Chain, I don't know that one, Bitfinex, Swappers, let users exchange Monero for other cryptocurrencies. Okay. Yeah, like the point of sale worked pretty well. It was slick enough. The time we used it. So yeah, it's very workable. Like I could go into kind of other things, but rather I think we could get like bogged down in technical stuff. So I think probably this is just as well to kind of leave it there for Monero, unless anyone has any more questions about it. This is Presearch, which is a it's a search engine, presearch.org. It's a search engine. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your desktop. It links into your browser, and it works with it works with Brave. I use the Brave browser, which gives you rewards for linking up your web interaction, where you can set up a wallet. I've been doing that for quite a while, but even more interesting is with Presearch. And if I could get you to if you sign up, before anybody signs up, could you do me a favor just to write this down, to go and visit my website, PaulJamesLee.com, and there's a link down down at the bottom here. You see, get paid to search. If you just click that, or you can click over here as well, and that just links your account back to me, and I get referral, which would be great. So anyway, the way this works, it's a fascinating idea. Had you heard of this before? Has anybody heard of this before? Or okay, so the way this works, you get paid for searches, and I'll just show you, like, my account here. I've got 5.76 pre-tokens from doing searches. I bought a couple of tokens as well, and there's another interesting aspect to the pre-tokens that I'll talk about as well. But you can see over here on the menu on the left-hand side, under my account, you got your profile, homepage, providers. I haven't even researched this as much as I intend to, but you have obviously you've got your referrals, but you can actually stake your pre-tokens to acquire AdWords. And so effectively it's like taking Google and making it private, making your information controllable, getting paid for using it, and then in a transparent and democratic manner buy ads and not be subject to bullshit from multinationals. So with the search here, and if I go to I don't know, crypto training. I'm doing my search here, and it comes up, you know, looks like what you'd get with Google. But you know, these entities are all doing business with pre-tokens, you know, the ones that get their ads up at the top. So you can lodge your tokens with the pre-wallet and get your AdWords. So you can stake what they call them, AdWords, or basically search terms. You can rent them out. So it's an extraordinary idea, and as far as I can see, it is going to drive a stake through the business model of, or it is driving a stake through the heart of Google. Fact checkers. Colin is worried about fact checkers because Colin is he's our source of truth, and so he checks all the facts, and he doesn't like fake news, but excuse me. Anyway, so it's a fabulous idea, and as I said, if you wouldn't mind going to PaulJamesLee.com and clicking on the link down below and get yourself set up and start earning pre-tokens. They have these options here as well, where they say if you want to search using YouTube or Google or DuckDuckGo, or you know, there's other things, Twitter and so on, that you can do that. So like a real vote of reassurance that popped up as well with Presearch was that one of my all-time gurus, and I'm sure we've all heard of James Corbett, Corbett Report, and he interviewed the CEO of Presearch, and so